So how's it going at home? I don't know what to say. Actually, everybody just went to chow, and I'm just sitting here all alone. I figured, since I just got this tape, I'd get one of these little tapes since I went home, and save me a letter. I don't know what I'm gonna write. I mean, say, because I just got through just writing a 12-page letter to you a couple of letters ago. Like I said before, and after that last letter, there's nothing much happening over here. But since I got this tape, I might as well just rap to you and let you hear my voice. First of all, I want you to understand that when I say I'm going to the bush, that means I'm going out to the boonies. And that's where all the gooks are. That's where all the VC are and the MVA. It isn't bad out there. As bad as everybody says it is. You know, you only come into contact. We only come into contact once in a while out there, and it isn't bad because you're in a hole and you got your own protection, and you got a couple other guys with you. Right now we're at Liberty Bridge. It's between Anwa and Da Nang. It's one continuous road that goes from Anwa to Da Nang, and we're about halfway between on this road, and you have to go across this river, and the bridge is over the river, and I'm sitting in a hooch that was already built here by 1-5 when they were here, and they left it here for us, and when they moved out, we took over the bridge until we move out, and then probably they'll come back here when they come out of the bush. But the rain is really bad. The monsoons are here, and it hasn't stopped raining since about the 1st of this month, and it's rained continuously, and I mean really hard. And the bridge was about 12 feet off the water, and now you can't even see the thing. There's 2 towers on each end of it, and each tower is all the way about halfway up to the tower. It's completely just flooded over, so no convoys can go from Liberty Bridge or Anwa to Da Nang, or from Da Nang to Liberty Bridge or Anwa. Everything has to be done by C-130 planes or helicopters, and so that's why if you find that mail hasn't been getting to you, it might be because it's been being lost in the rear from sitting around for so long, because it can't get. Sometimes they won't take mail on these helicopters, and they just can't get them through on convoy. And I haven't had any mail for a long time because mail just hasn't been coming in from Da Nang. And the cars back in the world, I haven't even seen 1970 cars yet. I haven't seen one. I haven't seen any of them. I didn't even see them when I left. I don't even know what the 69 cars look like. The world, wow, I wish I was back in the world. I get more lonesome and homesick every single day. I don't know what it is. I wasn't really too homesick until about a couple of nights ago when I started having dreams, and I just had some dreams that just wouldn't quit, and then I remember them in the daytime, and I just start thinking about them. I mean, I still got about a little more than 4.5 months left over here, or 5 months maybe, and it's just that, I don't know, I'm this homesick right now. I don't know what I'm going to be then. I just hope that if we do get cut, we're included, because I don't know if I'll be able to make it the rest of the way. I'm getting really homesick every night. I get worse and worse homesick dreams. I don't know what it is. When I'm on watch, when I stand bunkers at night on the lines, to stand 2 hours apiece, I just sit there and I wonder about home. I think about home all the time. That's the only thing there is to think of. And my mind sometimes wanders off my job because there's not much I can do about it. What's the clothes like? Is there any change back in the world in clothes? I mean, do people still wear dark socks? The guys still wear dark socks instead of white socks and stuff like that? I don't know. Because, over here all we wear is green camouflage clothes and boots. And that's it. I got a radio. We got radio stations over here. They play just like they do back in the world. This one station plays. It's the only station we got over here. All the others are gook stations. They play them It plays 24 hours a day, and it plays all kinds of music. Usually, most of the music's guys' music, kids' music, and but they do play classical music, country western. They have 3 or 4 shows a day on country western, and they have TV, but you ain't gonna find any TVs in Anwar. And I bought this tape that I was telling you about. It's a real nice one. I've been writing as best I could, See, it's not always that I'm busy all the time, because I'm not. To be truthful, I'm not. I have more time off than I do working. It's just that, except for when I'm in the bush. I mean, when I'm in the rear, I go on working parties in the daytime and stay and watch at night, but, in between time, I have time, but usually I'm too tired, like everybody else, and I just like to lie down and rest. And because I know a lot of times I owe you letters, but don't get worried, because if I sometimes go a long time without a letter, it's not that I'm hurt or anything, because as long as I'm in the rear, I'm not going to get hurt. As long as I'm in the bush, I ain't going to get hurt either, don't worry. Well, I'm still PSC. Platoon Sergeant says I should probably make Lance next month. Lance Corporal. So far for that. Now, I know I'm just making this sound like a bore. All I'm doing is just telling you Homer said stupid information. But what can I say? You still haven't sent me a flick of the house yet. I want to see the outside, if I could. The outside where Dad screened in and stuff. I want to see what it looks like. Maybe not. Still, maybe save it a surprise for me. I won't even know the house. I'll go someplace else when I come home. No, I really like to see it. I've been writing to Chris just as much as I've been writing to you. Every time I write you a letter, I write her one too. And usually that's the only two I get a chance to write. But once in a while, I'll go on a big writing binge and just write everybody I know the addresses of. And usually I get letters back from everybody. I've been getting letters from a lot of people. And I do hope that you've been telling everybody that I say hi, and I ask for them too just as much. The flicks that you saw there, they were mostly taken when we came back from the rear out of the bush. And we was in the bush for around 45 days, and nobody shaved, nobody did nothing, and we just came back, and they put us on permanent bunker 1. And that's in Anwar's front lines there, and everybody stands. You get 4 guys to a bunker, and there's a whole mess of different sectors. They go all the way around the perimeter, and all you do is just stand 24 hours a day on the bunker. And, it's pretty nice. It's just that you get bored a lot. You just get bored of doing the same thing every day. And we just came out of the bush, and you'll notice that if you notice in some of the flicks, I look pretty grubby, like everybody else did, muddy and stuff, but it don't mean anything. I miss everybody at home so bad. Well, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention in any of my letters, say happy birthday to Michael, and I'd like to wish you a happy birthday, Mom, and wish you and Dad a happy anniversary. I forgot all about all of them, and I know I'm late. I'm glad Dad's still doing all the work he always used to. He ought to slow down, though. He's getting old. But I would like to work with you, Dad, if I could. When I get home, I like the idea of you working alone. I'd like to work with you, so that way I could learn faster and better, because, you have a lot of guys on the job. It's going to be harder for you to take time and explain things, but, I've forgotten everything about it. All I can say is I can just do my best on it, that's all, Yeah, I was wondering, is Johnny still taking care of my guitar, or what? Is he, I know he's going to be playing better than I am. I know everybody's going to be playing better than I am when I get home. I haven't touched the guitar in so long. I just gotta get my fingers in. I touched one the other day when a dude brought one up, and I tried to play it, and it was terrible. I couldn't even play a C chord clear. So what's Jimmy in college now, or is he, no, that's right, he dropped out, didn't he? Or something, I guess he quit. Is he gonna go into that other job? I forget what he was gonna do. He's gonna go into salesman or something like that? Or is he, still gonna stay with, Ryerson? If I had Ryerson's job, I'd stay there for the rest of my life. He don't know what he's got. I hope you come out alright though, Jim. I mean, if you get another job, I hope it comes out as successful as your first one. I mean, you oughta try and stick to one. Don't be like me. Look at where I am. That's caused because I had to keep on changing jobs. I mean, but, well, what can I say? So how's the beast? How's Joan? She's still cute and doing everything like she always used to? I mean, she's still working with Rudy. Is she a little love affair with Rudy, Joan? How's school? What about, who you going with now? I mean, you going out on dates? Mom says you go to bed every night around 8 o'clock, and you make a big thing about going to bed at 8 o'clock every single night, except for when you have dates. You must have quite a few more dates now. How's Dopehead Johnny doing? He's still up at Eagleman's? I wonder when are you gonna get your license, Johnny, anyways? I mean, you let the two girls get in ahead of you, and you're older than both of them. Well, same, but I figured, the boy usually gets it before the girl at the same age, and here you are, still ain't got it. Well, can I say? I hope you're doing better in school this year than you used to. You're doing just like I did in school. Same old way. Look where I am. I mean, don't you, you owe it to yourself to just kind of do a little bit better in school, because you gotta try college or something, stay out of this thing. How's the buff? I bet she's still looking just as good as she did when I left her, huh? Well, you working at Eagleman's, Susan, or what? I mean, I've heard so many times about everybody quitting and then going back and then quitting again and going back. Wow. And, how's Ted? Mom seems to like, I guess Mom likes him or something, because she writes, she tells me about you and Ted all the time. You must be pretty tight, I guess. You stick with it, and you got a good thing going, I guess. Well, I better turn this tape around because it's getting kind of short. I want to turn around to the other side. And I'll continue on with the family, how many I've got and how many I haven't got anyways. Okay? So we'll turn around to the other side before the tape runs out. Hello again. Now, where was I? I just came back from chow. I turned around, and I went to chow. And then some dude, when I come back, that lives with me, was fooling around with my tape recorder. And he was making all kinds of weird noises, but now I kindly asked to leave so that I could finish my tape without any interruptions. So here I am. Anyways, where did I leave off? I believe I left off with Susan. Yes. Kathy, now. How you doing, Kathy? Yeah, how you doing, Kath? Anyways, Butte. So you went on a diet, huh? I've been getting all your letters, by the way. And last one I heard, you went on a diet. My sister Kathy went on a diet. Right. So, are you still good and smart in school, like you always were, Kathy? I suppose you probably get a few boyfriends in school, too. Like most girls around your age finally get into where they want to have boyfriends. Anyways, so you're working, huh? Babysitting, huh? Well, that's good to know. Nice to know that you like to babysit. Make some money. That way you'll be able to buy your school things and other things that you want. So, by the way, Timmy, I lost all your gems, but from now on, I'm going to start saving them, because Dad and Mom asked me to. And, see, the thing is, I'd like to save all my letters like I did in boot camp, but I can't, because there's no place I can keep them, and every time I go someplace, they'll either get wet or ripped up anyway, so I usually, right as soon as I read them, I'll usually wait until I have to answer a letter, or until I write your letter. I'll usually write a letter right after I get one, but if I don't, I'll save them up until I write a letter, then I'll be able to write a letter, and I'll be able to answer some of your letters, then I'll rip them up. I have to. But I'll save your gems anyways. If not, I'll send them home, so that at home they can save them. So how's school, Timmy? Are you going to do better this time since you had to go through summer school last time? I hope so. Danny, you keeping Joey company when you are home? I suppose both you and Timmy are, but I'm sure Joey's probably lonesome without you. You're probably doing real good in school like you always did. I hope so anyways. You didn't get a chance to play on Timmy's baseball team, did you? You like the new cellar? Do you like to play in the cellar? When it gets done, you'll be able to mess it up. Just think, you'll be able to bring all your cars and everything down there and mess up the cellar. You'll be able to mess up the playroom. That's what it'll be called then, the playroom. You'll be able to mess up the playroom. Well, can't you just wait? You and Joey. So, Joey, by the way, Joey, how do you like school? I hear you were kind of homesick on your first day of school. What can I say? But I guess you're used to it now. What's the name of your teacher, anyway? Do you have a lot of nice new friends in school, I suppose? You still have Shep. I hope you and Danny and Timmy are taking good care of Shep. I want to see him when I get home, too. I hope you're taking good care of Michael, because Michael is all by himself at home, and he misses you. And when you come home from school, you should treat him like a real good little boy, because he's been home all by himself all day long, and he waits for you. And I hope you don't be bad to him when you do come home, because he waits for you all day long, and when you do come home, you should treat him right. And my little Michael, I miss little Michael a lot. I don't even know what he looks like anymore. He must be real big, and I bet he can talk real good, too. Well, I hope I got everybody in this. I think I got the whole thing. Let me see. Dad, Mom, Jimmy, Joan, Johnny, Susan, Kathy, Timmy, Danny, Joey, and Michael. Yeah, I guess I got them all. Here I am sweating. I just come back from chow. It's hot out still, even though the monsoons are here. Well, by the way, when the monsoons are here, it doesn't mean it rains continuously 24 hours a day. Sometimes it lets up for about 5 minutes, like it did when I went to chow. I figured I looked out the door and I saw that it wasn't raining, so I decided I'd go to chow. And I went outside and I got about halfway to the chow hall, and what happened? A downpour all over me. And of course they're rationing out chow now. You can only get a little bit of chow now. They don't give you about TT, just a little tiny bit of it. And because supplies, you just can't get supplies to Liberty Bridge from Da Nang, so you just everybody's got to ration what's left in Anwar and just take. Convoy goes from Anwar to Da Nang. Also, I heard on the convoy today coming from Anwar to Liberty Bridge, on the road, one of our Amtraks, lead Amtraks, hit a landmine. I just found this out when I went to chow. Hit a landmine, and it blew up pretty well damaged the Amtrak. I guess it's non-serviceable now. I guess it's total, but it only medevaced 3 people, and I don't think. I guess from what I hear, they're all right. And anyways, it's pretty much the same over here. I'm glad the summer's over anyways, because, well, now I'm starting to turn white because there's no sun anymore, but the summer, I'm telling you, man, I'd rather go out in the bush in the rain and get all soaking wet than that sun, because at least you can keep yourself warm when it gets cool out there. You can't keep yourself cool when it gets hot out there, though. And it's really bad when it gets up around 120 and maybe 125 degrees, and you get a hump maybe around 6, 7. Once we hump 12 clicks, and a click is equal to 1,000 yards. And when you have around 120 pounds on your back, including your rifle and ammo and stuff, it's just a lot of weight. Well, about myself, I started off as just a regular rifleman, They put me on a 106 team with 3 other guys. I was ammo humper for the 106. In other words, all I do is just break out the ammo and hand it to the A gunner. And then I became an A gunner. And then I was switched over to I was put into I had back at the forward CP I had the highest rifle score, so they gave me a scope and made me a sniper and sent me out. And then I didn't like that, so I turned in my scope. And they put me on a machine gun team as an A gunner, assistant gunner on a machine gun team, and then they switched me back over and put me on a regular rifleman. So now I was a regular rifleman, and now they put me with an M60 machine gun. So now machine gun and around 200 rounds just puts that much more weight on my back. And we're supposed to leave day after tomorrow for the bush, and we got to go back out to the Arizona. That's where we were the last time, and that's the worst place around. But still, when the monsoons, we don't even expect to really get that much out there, because monsoons come, usually all the gooks, when I say gooks I mean like NVA, NBC, they go up north and get resupplied the whole monsoons until they get completely resupplied, and they come back around February or so, and then they have what they call Tet. And last year's Tet, they blew up Anwar's ammo dump, and they overran the whole sector of Anwar. What they do during Tet is they're just coming back from up north, and they have all their supplies, and they come back down, and then they using all their supplies and as many men as they can, they make their first major offensive, which is just to overrun every person, do their best to overrun every compound, every perimeter in South Vietnam. And they got about a regiment last time, and they overran Anwar. And I wasn't here, but I got here about 10 days after they blew it over. After they did it, and we catch a lot of rockets in Anwar. That's why I don't like going to Anwar. I'd rather stay here at Liberty Bridge, because during the monsoons we won't get any rockets, because their rocket settings they can't send them accurately, and most of their rounds will be duds because of the wetness. So they don't usually rocket in the monsoons. But after monsoons, during the spring, summer, and fall, they get they just send rockets sometimes every day for about a month, 5, 6, 7 at a time, sometimes 20 and 30, and they're 122 millimeter, and they're big, and they blow up a lot of stuff in Anwar. And that's why I like to stand on the lines. When I do go to Anwar, I automatically just say I want to go stand lines. And that way I go out on the perimeter, and I stand in the bunker. That way I'm in a bunker 24 hours a day. Any rockets come in, chances of hitting it are about 1 in a million. And if it does hit it, I get a good fortified bunker to take care of it. And, it has to be just about direct right in the bunker to kill anybody. So that's why I always just tell them I want lines as soon as I get into the rear. But, they've been slacking up in rockets. I had to stop the tape recorder because somebody just came in, and he's one of my best friends over here and one of my best peas. His name is Bubba. And I can't think of anything else to say on this tape, and there's still some left, so I'm going to let Bubba help me finish it. I don't know how, I don't know what to say, because I just ran out of that list. Anyways, Bubba's from Florida, and he has, what is it, a cousin or something?
3-1.
Well, what? And he's from Springfield?
No, it's like Springfield.
Well, he has a buddy from Springfield that he goes and sees, and that's Springfield, Mass, and he's gonna come up to Springfield when he gets out, and he's gonna come and see me, I hope. If he doesn't, I'll have to get down and see him, because we all make it a point over here between, everybody has their own little group that everybody stays in and funs around with, and everybody has their best friends, and friends, and everybody's gonna meet each other, I hope, at the end of at the end of their tour, I hope. Ike, I had another friend, Ike, and he got medevac because he had hepatitis when he was on lines in Bunker 1 in Anwar, and they were going to quarantine everybody, me and Bubba and a few other guys who were on the bunker, and they were going to quarantine everybody that was with him after he got medevac for hepatitis, and we were all going to be quarantined to Bunker 1, but it was too late after they found out about us being with him, too late after he left, so we couldn't be quarantined. And we've probably been quarantined until he come back, and I don't even think he's coming back, because he's in Guam right now, and he's been there for about a month. And we haven't got any letters or anything from him. He might even be back in the world, I don't know. But, anyways. I can't think of nothing to say. Well, don't look at me.
Nobody important.
Nobody important? No, that's about it, I guess. Oh, yeah, well, Birch and Casper and Rob. Rob, you saw the flicks. Rob's the spliv dude you saw. The color dude, the Negro. And, he's a real good dude. You just don't know how good he is. And, boy, you just wouldn't believe it. If you looked at those flicks, we just, that's how much, things over here amuse guys over here. You can just say one little thing over here and everybody will laugh just for amusement, because it's such a bore over here. You hate it over here. And so I mean, we just decided to go on a big binge and just take flicks. So I got a couple of rolls of film, and they got out their cameras, I get out mine, and we just had a big party, just taking flicks of each other, doing weird things. So just something to do. Oh yeah, I was smoking about 3 times as much as I did back in the world, if you're interested. You just don't know how much I smoke over here. I hope I can cut down before I go home. When I do come home, I hope I can stop. No, I don't want to stop. But I hope I can cut down anyways. I'm probably going to send this tape home pretty soon. See, now, after this off, it's supposed to go out to Arizona on an operation. I think they said for about 30 days. The day after tomorrow, I think, the 13th. And we're supposed to come back to Anwar. If we don't go on this op, then we won't have any more ops until February. That's what the word is anyways. And if we do go on it when we get off it, there won't be any more ops until February. And that means that I'll have all that time in the rear, so I'll just wait it out a little while with the tape, because if we're going to be in the rear that long, I think I'll keep my tape here, keep it in the rear with me. That way I'll have something to play all the time. Well, I'm just about running out of tape, so I'll say goodbye, and this will probably save me from writing all this, but, so I'll say goodbye right soon, and say hi to everybody for me. I love you, just like I write in all my letters, and I still have my faith, and I know you have your faith, and I know you have your faith in me, and I have my faith in you. I pray for you, and I know you pray for me. Now that I got all the formalities done, goodbye. Bye, everybody.